The straight arms behind the back is a static flexibility exercise that affects the anterior deltoid and pectoralis major muscles. While standing, place both arms behind the back, interlock fingers with palms facing each other, straighten the elbows fully, slowly raise the arms keeping the elbows straight, keep head upward and neck relaxed. You may relax. Cross arm in front of chest is a static flexibility exercise that affects the posterior deltoid, rhombus, and middle trapezius muscles. Stand or sit with the left elbow slightly flexed and the arm across the body. Grasp the upper arm just above the elbow, placing the right hand on the posterior side of the upper arm. Pull the left arm across the chest with the right hand. You may relax. The spinal twist is a static flexibility exercise that affects the anterior oblique, external oblique, piriformis, and erector spinae muscles. Sitting with the legs straight and upper body nearly vertical, place the right foot to the left side of the knee. Place the back of the left elbow on the right side of the right knee, which is bent. Place the right palm on the floor 12 to 16 inches behind the hips. Push the right knee to the left with the left elbow while turning the shoulders and head to the right as far as possible. Try to look behind the back. You may relax. The side quadriceps stretch is a static flexibility exercise that affects the quadriceps and the iliopsoas muscles. Lie on the left side with both legs straight. Place the left forearm flat on the floor and the upper arm perpendicular to the floor. Place the left forearm at a 45-degree angle to the torso. Flex the right leg at the knee with the heel of the right foot moving towards the buttocks. Grasp the front of the ankle with the right hand and pull towards the buttocks. You may relax. The sitting toe touch is a static flexibility exercise that affects the hamstrings, erector spinae, and the gastrocnemius muscles. Sit with the upper body nearly vertical and legs straight. Lean forward using hip flexion and grasp the toes with each hand. Slightly pull the toes upward, the upper body, and pull the chest toward the legs. If you have limited flexibility, try grasping the ankles. You may relax. The wall stretch is a static flexibility exercise that affects the gastrocnemius and soleus Achilles tendon muscles. Standing facing the wall with feet shoulder width apart and toes approximately 2 feet from the wall, lean forward placing the hands on the wall. Step back approximately 2 feet with the stretching leg while flexing the opposite knee. Extend the knee on the stretching leg and lower the heel to the floor to apply the stretch. You may relax. The walking knee lift is a dynamic flexibility exercise that affects the gluteus maximus and hamstring muscles. Stand erect with your feet parallel to each other and shoulder width apart. Step forward with the left leg and flex the right hip and knee to move the right thigh upward toward the chest. Grasp the front of the right knee and the upper shin and use the arms to pull the right knee up further and squeeze the thigh against the chest. Dorsiflex the foot as the right hip and knee are flexed, keeping the torso erect. Pause for a moment, then proceed to tap down with the right leg. Progress forward with each step, increasing the range of motion and speed of each step. You may relax. The forward lunge with tuck is a dynamic flexibility exercise that affects the biceps femoris, erector spinae, gastrocnemius, gluteus maximus, hamstrings, iliopsoas, latissimus dorsi, internal and external obliques, quadriceps, rectus femoris, and the soleus muscles. Stand erect with the feet parallel to each other and shoulder width apart. Take an exaggerated step directly forward with the left leg planting the left foot flat on the floor, pointing straight ahead. Allow the left hip and knee to slowly flex, keeping the left knee directly over the foot. Slightly flex the right knee and lower until it is 1 to 2 inches above the floor. Lean forward, bringing the left arm forward and touching the left elbow to the instep of the left foot. The right hand may be placed on the floor to maintain balance. Lean back to return to an erect torso position. Then forcefully pushing away from the floor by extending the left hip and knee. Pick the right foot up and place it next to the left foot without stutter stepping forward. Stand erect, pause, and then step forward with the right foot progressing forward with each step. Okay. The inchworm is a dynamic flexibility exercise that affects the erector spinae, gastrocnemius, gluteus maximus, hamstrings, soleus, and anterior tibialis muscles. Stand erect with the feet placed shoulder width apart while slightly flexing the knees. Bend forward at the waist and place hands shoulder width apart flat on the floor. The weight of your body should be shifted back with the buttocks high in the air. Move the hands alternately forward as if taking short steps with the hands until the body is in a push-up position. Walk the legs to the hands using small steps while keeping the knees slightly flexed. Repeat the motion over a prescribed distance. Please stop. The hamstring kickout is a dynamic flexibility exercise that affects the gluteus maximus, hamstrings, iliopsoas, and rectus femoris muscles. Stand erect with feet parallel to each other and shoulder width apart. Step forward with the left leg and flex the right hip and knee to move the right thigh upward to a 90-degree angle. Grasp the back of the right thigh and extend the right leg to a flexed position. Dorsiflex the foot as the right hip and knee are flexed. Keeping the torso erect, pause for a moment, then proceed to step down with the right leg, shift the body weight to the right leg, and keep the motion with the left leg, progressing forward with each step. The lunge walk is a dynamic flexibility exercise that affects the gluteus maximus, hamstrings, iliopsoas, and quadriceps. Stand erect with the feet parallel to each other and shoulder width apart. Take an exaggerated step directly forward with the left leg, planting the left foot on the floor pointing straight ahead. Allow the left hip and knee to slowly flex, keeping the left knee directly over the foot. Slightly flex the right knee until it is 1 to 2 inches above the floor. Balance the weight evenly between the ball of the right foot and the entire left foot. Keep the torso perpendicular to the floor by sitting back on the right leg. Forcefully push off the floor by extending the left hip and knee. Pick up the right foot and place it next to the left foot without stutter stepping forward. Stand erect, pause, and then step forward with the right leg progressing forward with each step. You may stop.